Welcome back, everybody, to Keep Your Cool. It's your boy, Ralas.
What's up, guys? Edgar.
Fernando.
Fernando's back after a few episodes. I was going to tell you something, Fernando. Everybody loved your episode. That episode was one of my higher views. It was like 76, 77. So the only question I can ask you today, do you want to still keep it consistent to Cholo Adventures, or do you want to mix it up and be like the Reborn Christian, which you didn't really touch? You didn't really touch on your kids. You touched a little bit on movies, but not a lot. And then at the end, when the podcast ended, you did touch a little bit on conspiracies and ghosts. Mm-hmm. So those are the kind of questions we're going to ask a Cholo today. Now, my first question is actually, do you like MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the superheroes and all that shit? Tú que eres Cholo and...
No, just because I know it's bullshit, you know? I mean, maybe growing up, I remember, I think it was you that used to like watching X-Men.
Mm-hmm. The cartoon?
Yeah. You know, so, para los que crecieron watching that, it's cool. I don't know. I don't know why no me llama la atención eso.
Okay. Because if you look to my right, we have Iron Man Zombie. Right? And then we look to my left, we have America Chavez from the Doctor Strange. When she got casted, yo dije entre mí, no mames, agarraron una pinche pochita to play America Chavez. She is Mexican in the movie. In the movie. Y yo pensé que iba a ser como una no sabo kid. Hasta que dijo una line. And I was like, oh, she's Mexican. She's fucking Mexican. Ese sí es cultural chicano. Se puede decir que chicano, pero like she pronounced it so well that I was shocked.
Yeah.
There's a scene que está hablando Doctor Strange. Y ella le dice, oh, ¿sí me da unos huevos con chorizo? y le hace Doctor Strange like, what? Y Lola, ella le hace, ay, no mames, güey, ¿no sabes español? And it's just, it was such a random scene that, like, basically, we're watching it in Irvine. It's like a white, Indian, black, Asian zone. Y the whole audience, the only ones that left was basically my family, which was my 4 kids.
No way.
Y nosotros, because we know Spanish. So for us, it was funny. Then everything else was like crickets.
Like, what did she say?
¿Qué dijo?
Exactly. Doctor Strange, like, what?
y yo entre mí dije, only un chicano o alguien que está cultural, así mexicano, would know the word no mames, güey.
Yeah.
Now, I do have the street sign que dice no mames, güey, but today we are using chingate, güey. Which, it's a street corner donde yo vivía antes. En chingate, güey, y la otra es no mames, güey. Mm-hmm. Now, your type of movies that you watch, is it action, just gangsters, mobsters, Godzilla stuff, así, like, no te gusta nada de science fiction a ti?
No, not really. No.
Because you think you're stuck in reality of the world that you live in, or por qué?
It's como, you know what? That's actually a good way of putting it. You know, more than likely, like I'm stuck in, I guess, reality.
Reality.
You know, I'm not. Si hay aliens, pues que estén, you know, pero, I mean, let's be real, you know, like, un pinche Captain America no te va a venir a salvar, you know? Like,
okay.
Mejor, like, pay attention to what's been, or what you have around you.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
That's the reality of it, you know?
All right.
You could be in Fantasyland, but the reality is whatever it is, you know?
So, cuando miras una movie como la de Blood In, Blood Out, ¿eso te llega más?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, yeah. Ahorita ya no. Ahorita lo que me llama la atención again is like real life stuff. Like I've been wanting to watch a movie on Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I've been wanting to watch it, and again, it's based on real stuff, you know. So, you know, stuff like that. Es lo que me gusta.
You know, there's something about Joaquin Phoenix. I don't like him. There's just something about his face that I just want to punch him. But the Joker, la movie Joker, I loved him as a Joker, pero it just doesn't feel like a Joker movie. Como que they gave him too much of a backstory. Y para mí Joker siempre tiene que ser como mysterious. Y I think he played it decent. Like, I'm like, all right, I like you. But Joaquin Phoenix himself, I don't know. They're just, I only like them in A Walk the Line. With like Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I like them in that. But other than that, I'm like, pinche cara de...
No, man. That's fucked up, bro. Well, man, no te enojes con Star Wars, güey. Did you hear what happened?
What?
Que they're letting this female activist like run that movie.
Oh, they're
And
gonna run it to the ground.
So she wants to like change it up, and like había un interview, they said like, oh, what do you want to do with this movie? Like, well, I want to make men feel uncomfortable. Like, this is like that's technically my job. I'm like, no mames.
Yeah,
Like the men are the ones that usually just watch those movies, and
sí, cierto.
you're still trying to change it up, and like, oh, it's gonna be mostly all women in the
Like-
show. And it's like, but like, no manches.
I understand that there is women who like nerd shit and geek shit,
Yeah.
but most of us men run the movies.
Yeah.
We love movies. We live for movies, especially in the sci-fi world, because we're geeks. We grew up with cartoons and shit like that.
Yeah.
Por eso cuando muchos dicen, oh, if you're a geek, you're never gonna get a girlfriend. We're like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're gonna like me how they like me.
Yeah.
So for her to say that,
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up.
I know, pero let's see how it goes. But they're like handing her the things like, all right, you take a role. A ver si es cierto. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Now, Fernando,
Hmm.
ahorita en esta new world de social media, tú as a who was a gangbanger in the past, let's say if you're a gangbanger right now, así como en tu prime, cuando todavía no te arrestaban and shit like that, and you had social media, do you think you would record a lot of your bullshit? The way that you are, if you put your persona and then you put the social media world together, do you think you would do something like that?
You know what? That's a good question. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe. I mean, of course, you got the people that will tell you, like, hey, not to be doing none of that.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing myself, probably. Nomás por cagapalo, you know?
yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say, oh, I wouldn't. No,
Yeah.
maybe I would just to see what I could get away with, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, do I... Me now, would I record? Hell no, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid que hay morros que andan ahí gangbanging with their stupid phone out. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, so...
They like fuck someone up and then they record like,
Yeah,
look,
they're
we're just
recording
fucking
it.
caught up, fucking sleeping in the corner. Look at this motherfucker. Look how
Yeah.
I'm all fucked up. Y le ponen en su cara like, fuck, stop here again for fuck you up. And
Yeah,
look
they
at
do
pedo.
that.
Yeah,
They
bro.
do
Like,
that.
ah, virga.
I feel like you would record yourself like if you're in a car chase. Like, no mames, no mames. Like something. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like you would do something like that.
Putting the camera out the window. Look, guys, I got the cameras.
I mean, I was on the speed chase, you know, and I didn't get away. I didn't get away because of my stupid ass homie, you know?
Yeah.
That's the reason why I got
That's
caught.
what that's on.
Pero, I mean, now that you say it, if I could go back, probably, you know? To see what it looks like, you know?
Yeah.
Now, esta es una serious question. Y es que you can be relatable to it since this is your second episode. Pero, ¿qué opinas de todos esos que hicieron time in jail? Or who are gangbangers or ya OGs that are doing podcasts and they do it full time? Like, ¿qué es tu opinión de eso? I know that you're not a podcaster. You're only like a special guest. This is your second episode. Pero, ¿qué opinas de eso that they're giving their life stories? Pero that they do it at a full-time service, like they do it weekly basis.
I mean, honestly, it's like there's a couple people that I watch, and some of them I've been busted with them. I've done time with them. Otros no. And to be honest with you, it's hay unos que sí, like I'll give them the credibility. Otros no. I mean, but I don't knock them for it. Why? Because if they could get money out of it, why not? One, two, it's like me myself that I'm not part of that no more. You know, it still keeps me knowing what's going on. You know, not so much of their stories, and even with their stories from the past, maybe I get to hear something. Oh, well, this happened in this prison at this time, and then I hear it from them, que estaban allí, or somebody that told them the story, and it's like, oh, okay, like I know what went down. You know,
Sí.
what do I think? I mean, they're getting paid, you know. Honestly, I don't look at them and think that they're stupid. Or, you know why?
Yeah.
Majority of those people that are on there, like honestly, they're like dropouts. You know.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. They could say, "Oh, he's a dropout as well." You know, like all kinds of stuff like that. You know, pero al final del día, you know, it's a real gangster doesn't get behind the camera and does this. You know, like the code of the streets, no matter what, you don't do that, you know?
Mhm.
You don't do that. You have to really be away from it for real, you know, in order for you to be behind the camera and like tell stories. Because no matter what story I could tell you about Clavo or about how he used to get drugs in there, cell phones in there, you're not supposed to say it behind this camera, you know? You're
Yeah.
giving out information already as is, so
Yeah.
you know. So, and that's not, in that way, I mean, I guess they're all stupid for that, but in the other way, it's like, I mean, like I said, I keep myself up to date to what's going on, so you know, I don't knock them. I listen to some of them.
All right.
You know?
That's interesting.
Yeah, acá como Cat Williams right now, just gonna roast everybody a la verga.
I don't know. The way that he's been, I feel like he's a hater, but it's como dices, why are you gonna sell your persona? You know, like if that's your character, that's who you are. You're a sellout if you do what Hollywood or whoever is asking you to do that.
Yeah.
Y yo le entiendo. Dice que there's a role that where he's talking about where they want him to play a character where he was que besaba un hombre or something like that.
Cat Williams.
Uh-huh. And he said que no, digo, can we do this whole thing but just remove that because there's no point to that. Y le dijeron, okay, we'll think about it. He said que the one who got the role was Kevin Hart. And Kevin Hart did it for so-and-so just to get more famous. So that's where I'm like, are you being a hater? Or I'm like, or do you really think that Hollywood is behind against black people to do that kind of stuff? I'm like, or do you really believe on your character?
Yeah.
And that's why you do that. Porque muchos dicen que muchos comedians, if you actually pay attention, the ones who stand up and then become big in Hollywood, que most of them go through the phase where they have to dress like a woman.
Yeah.
Y dicen que not everyone does that. Y los que no hacen eso doesn't make it big.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm like, y'all was going to bring up Eddie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy technically dressed like a grandma on
Nutty Professor?
the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
And even though she wasn't big, he ended up dressing like a girl.
Well,
So,
not even
and
that. I mean, Norbit.
Norbit.
oh, Norbit. I forgot about Norbit. It's a piece of shit movie.
Freaking guy, bro.
Y ¿cómo se llama? Then you look at Martin Lawrence, Big Mama. Madea. ¿Cómo se llama? Kevin Hart did one donde se puso un dress. So there's a lot of things where I'm like, I wonder if that's true, que they're always against black comedians to do that. Because es como dijo, I think dijo Cat Williams, digo, you'll never see like a Dane Cook do a movie like that.
Yeah.
And he's a stand-up comedian.
I mean, I don't remember Will Smith dressing like a girl.
Will Smith was never stand-up though.
Oh, stand-up.
Yeah. So él dice que lo malo stand-up comedians.
Oh.
Y como, because you're a stand-up comedian, usually you find dumb shit to be funny, so you can do it funny.
Yeah.
Pero es como dice él, you will never ask a white comedian to do it. And I was like, huh. And then I started looking through it. I'm like, yeah, I never saw Chevy Chase do it. Robin Williams did it with Miles Doubtfire. Pero él ya hacía Saturday Night Live before going into Hollywood and do it. But he did start as stand-up. Jim Carrey, I don't think he ever dressed like a woman.
I think sí, ¿no? Se puso una dress, creo que en la... Fuck, ¿cómo?
The Ace Ventura.
Ajá, Ace Ventura.
Oh, ¿sí?
Yeah.
¿Sí?
Creo que le pone un dress en one of those.
So maybe he's just looking at the black thing, that we're on black and everybody's shaming me and shit like that. That's where, like, es donde yo quiero mirar todo eso if it's true or not.
That's part of the initiation, güey. Just put on a dress, no te va a doler, güey.
What do you put on a dress?
Oh, yeah. Who?
Yeah,
Dude. As long as they don't do anything to me and just put on a dress, chinga su madre.
Huh.
Is he getting, oh, if you, te damos $500, $500K extra if you kiss a man?
I'll think about that.
I'll be like, if it's a peck,
No, but
shoot it.
Just to go.
I'm like, I'll put keep your cool on the map.
No mames. Oh, what movie was it? Salió el pinche Jonah Hill y forgot what was her name, but she was going out with Nipsey Hussle, pero at the end of the scene, because of course she's black, like he was playing as a Jewish person.
Oh, con la de Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy plays the father-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, if you pay attention at the end of the movie, even one of the guys said, like, when they went in for a kiss, fool, like, you could see their face kind of, like, mold together. Like, CGI, they never kissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't finish the ending.
Okay.
I stopped where he's playing basketball. Y ya de ahí dije, we have to go, tenemos que ir acá. Y ya cuando regresé, yo no la quise acabar. Dije,
Yeah, okay.
I hate being interrupted in movies. I was like,
Yeah, but
finish.
throughout the whole movie, fool, they never kissed, and at the end, where they're supposed to kiss, or because they got married, you just see their face kind of like shifting together, and they like mold. So it's like that's CGI, like they never kissed.
That's interesting.
So-
I wonder who was against it.
I would be like, you know what? Fucking put me on that. Just act like we're getting like right when we're close by. Just put CGI and just make it say that we kissed a la verga.
Yeah.
Be a couple centimeters apart, fool. That's it.
Cuando Fernie, cuando tú escuchas el güey de... ¿Cómo se llama ese baboso? El que canta la de Se me quita, se me quita.
Oh, Fuerza Rígida.
El de Fuerza Régida.
JP.
When you say... When he says stupid shit like, oh, back in the day, you wouldn't hear people bumping Tío music. Because viene siendo como Chente or old school corridos. Do you think he's bullshit, or do you think he just grew up in a white neighborhood que you will never hear it?
Ese way.
Uh-huh. I don't know where he was raised. All I'm saying is that Meño used to bump it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear it all the time in Santana.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know where he would... ¿Por qué dijo eso? Que aquí in the U.S., que a lot of people wouldn't bump así como corridos, or it was just Tío music.
I mean, like, say, like, como aquí in Orange County, you could say back then a lot of people... You mean Tío music as in Mexican music?
Sí,
like
sí, sí.
corridos.
Ajá,
and all
corridos,
that stuff?
Chente, and all that shit.
Like, for a minute, like, I remember back then, que, say, if you were listening to that kind of music, they'll be like, oh, you're a paisa, you know? And, like,
So,
you're, like everybody looked down at you, or, you know, they would look down
But,
on...
but you were still hearing it bumping, no importaba.
Yeah, I mean, había la gente que todavía lo escuchaba, you know? Pero in LA, of what I know, que Southgate, Cudahy, todo eso, South Central, that's always been like a big thing out
Right?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you hear that fool say that shit, you're like, then where the fuck did you grow up at?
I know he grew up like somewhere like in...
The IE, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Meaning que I'm like, oh, entonces tú vivías en pinche desert town donde era puro gringo y redneck. I'm like, maybe that's why you couldn't fucking hear it. But
Yeah.
like, I don't, like, cuando dijo eso, I'm like, I don't fucking relate to you at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry for like, I don't relate to you.
He's from somewhere over there, like... Pero
Yeah.
pinche vato, like, también, like, all those people que están pegando así, like, se me hacen, like, I mean, pegan, honestly, they got the charisma, they got some type of talent that puts them in there, you
Yeah.
know? Pero honestly, like, I really don't give a fuck too much about his music,
Yeah.
you know? Like, ponme algo, like, even Peso Pluma lately, I've listened to some of his songs and it's just like, you know what, like, I could listen to some of his music, pero de que me guste por la persona que he promotes himself to be, I don't give a...
It's like when people tell me, it's like, oh, he's the greatest, like, he's gonna be bigger than Chente and all that. I'm like,
No mames.
nigga, when that fool's 70 and he can sell out el Estadio Azteca when he retires, call me. Because I don't think longevity, no one's gonna give a fuck when he's 70.
Sí, ahorita ya va pa' afuera, güey.
Es como cuando dicen la music is it's a time thing.
Yeah.
Once you hit that 40 mark where you're old already for the new kids, if you can't create new content, that's it.
That's
Like
it.
you just become with the old y ya además tu raza, tu gente que te escuchó in the beginning would always follow you.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's someone like Chente, like Juanga, who can, they're one's dead, well, both of them are dead actually now, and they're still bumping your shit at 20 years old to a 70-year-old papa, you know, like,
Yeah.
so like that's when you hit the mark. Tú que eras de ese estilo de vida, que decías de the paisa music and all that. What you used to, I don't remember you bumping corridos and shit like that. What do you bump though?
No.
No, you were never into that.
Never really liked it, you know? I mean, not that I didn't like it, I just had my own preference of music, I guess,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Pero there was still music that to this day I respect, you know? Like, it's like you said, you know, botas y tejana, y if that's the music you're gonna be singing or listening to, like, represent it all the way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't never me like that, though.
As you're older now, do you go back and listen to old corridos?
Yeah,
You do?
that's all I really listen to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Órale.
Older corridos.
Y ya de rap, are you like me and you're still stuck like in 2010 pa abajo?
Yeah.
Or do you can actually listen to the new rap de ahorita?
No, all the music I listen to is like old music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, una que otra de ahorita, sí.
Mm-hmm.
Pero majority of it's like you said, I'm stuck.
It's like I was driving by one day y me parqué al lado de una de las trucks, la verde que está allá afuera, and I was bumping Sugar Free, like I'd rather give you my bitch.
Uh-huh.
Y I was bumping it y le hace el vato, le hace, damn bro, I'm like, I like your shit. I don't hear that shit in Irvine a lot. I was like, oh, I was not born in Irvine or raised. He's like, but aren't you a little too young to be listening to that? If I'm 30. He's like, no, but you're still too young. I was like, I'm 40. And they went, I know who this was. I'm like, yeah, well, I had older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and they would listen to this shit. I'm like, DJ Quick, fucking Sugar Free, Too Short, NWA, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. I can go on and on and on. He said, oh man, I need to listen to your playlist. I'm like, it's on repeat. It's always the same bullshit. But the one that I do love at the moment, and I don't even know why I would fucking put repeat on that shit almost every day. Like the Hate on Your Eyes. Like the Mac 10.
Mac 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y first time, luego como, no mames, el carro rojo, digo, that's one thing that he's a blood. Because Mac 10's a blood, just in case you didn't know, right?
Sí.
But that's my jam. That was my jam, probably todo 2023.
Hate in Your Eyes.
The Hate in Your Eyes.
Yeah.
And this was before my baby was born, but
Yeah.
no sé, I don't. There was something about that fucking song. I was like, I need to listen to it. Se acababa, and I'm like, one more time, fuck it. I got off work, I'm like, ponla otra vez, fuck it.
Sentías el fuego por dentro, like,
Yeah.
esta sí me...
Basically, it's just como cuando sale una canción that you know you're like, I gotta hit replay again.
Yeah.
It was just one of those. Como
Especially si no la escuchas, no la escuchaste bien, like, you know what, I need to replay this shit, que no la escuché bien, güey. Like, I didn't sing my favorite part, I gotta go back.
yeah, por si you're listening to it, entra una llamada, you're like, you interrupted the fucking song. Rewind that shit.
The whole thing.
Como tú con este güey se la pasó todo el año con esa canción, la de se me quitó.
No mames,
Todo el
año.
bueno, too bad we don't record, pero every fucking podcast he would be singing. I'm like, calmado, güey, like, está bien pinche periqueado.
No mames, no. It's only when it came out in the beginning, because that shit's is fucking, ¿cómo te digo? Like, se te pega la verga.
And
like,
it's only...
It's a catchy just beginning.
It's catchy.
That's the only part that I know. The rest of it, like,
The only thing that sucked about that song, that it was like a minute long.
yeah, like it's short. That's what I'm saying. Like it's short and catchy. Like así lo querían el güey. Y luego the other part que también que se me pega mucho es en la última canción que dice saca el polvo. No me escuches un pinche borrego atrás. Like a la verga. Or about know that was a person, but it sounded like a borrego.
I think that was that's the only reason I could never bump that song last year was because it was too short.
Yeah, nah.
It was. I'm like, nah.
That's not really a song to bump.
I mean, I bump Radio Cochinero. También that was my Spanish one was Radio Cochinero.
You have to, bro. Eso sí, güey.
I don't know. It's just the beat. I was like, damn. I'm like, no, no.
Ahí está en la mamalona, güey, remangando la llanta, güey. Like,
nah, they're too expensive now, las llantas, no mames.
I know.
Fuck, las back ones, I mean, tire, como with big. Used, $80. Used.
You don't want to buy used, fool.
I would buy used. Lo barato sale caro, güey.
You're gonna be yeah, dude, you're gonna be sliding one of these days, güey.
O también quieres mirar cuánto le pones la quarter, I'm like, ¿qué tanto está gastado?
¿No es Abraham Lincoln, güey?
Oh, es Abraham Lincoln. Verga, con razón se van bien bald right away.
Yeah, no, you gotta put Abraham y si the top half it's gone, también que todavía le queda poquito, güey.
That's good to know. Abraham Lincoln, so es el Penny.
Yeah.
No, that guy's Penny, yeah? You have any questions for Fernando? Así de Gangland or the Reborn Christianity. Tú que eras un pastor de niño.
Pastor, no mames, güey, te vas de verga.
Yeah.
No, pues, ¿sabes la escuelita?
La escuelita.
Ahí en la Mini Street.
Ajá.
The Learning Center.
Yeah.
Ahí trabajaba.
No shit.
Yeah, so that was a Christian. So por eso que estaba diciendo acá, eres pastor de los niños, like, no mames, güey. No era pastor. I was more of just a helper, güey. It's like, hey, I need you to go do this, go do that. Pues iba a hacer eso. Y pues también hablaba con los kids. Pero no mames, pastor, no, güey. Pastor. Nah,
Tacos, güey, tacos al pastor. What's your favorite taco, Fernie?
Honestly, those are chicharrón.
Really?
Yeah.
That is random.
yeah, that caught me off guard.
Chicharrón, but there's this guy in coming down from LA that ese güey for the first time comió un taco de suadero.
Okay.
And that motherfucker is bomb, but it's como lo hace el señor, you know?
Okay.
¿Cómo se llama el güey? Tacos el carnal. For if anybody look that guy up, you know, it's right there ahí por la... I wouldn't. Oh, por la Olympic. ¿Y cuál es la otra pinche calle? But it's coming down the 5. It's coming down the 5, like, right from LA. Antes de llegar para la Mirada. You know, but fucking... Yeah, taco suadero. Pero los que me gustan son de chicharrón.
Chicharrón, no. Chicharrón sería crunchy o sería el mojado.
Well, I like the chicharrón con lonja. You know?
Oh, okay.
Que tenga carne. And
Que
shit.
tenga carnita.
Yeah.
Best ones. So you're saying que el chicharrón, el crunchy one, con su carnita.
Yeah, con la carne.
So bien cortadito, la salsita, guacamole, todo eso, man. Yeah. Porque I do know that they venden los tacos de chicharrón en el que vienen salsas, o está como soggy. So those I actually like, pero yo el chicharrón, así como dices tú, I mean, most likely I do eat them in a taco, because at the end of the day, even though if you just buy them, al último agarras una pinche tortilla y le pones su salsa. It's a taco at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck. I have to go with al pastor. I can't, al pastor. That's my shit right there.
Lengua, bro.
If we ever go to Rosarito together again, yeah, I'm gonna take you to a spot where they make pretty good suadero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it last time and I was like, oh shit. Y sabe como las carnitas, but like different.
Okay.
Like, it's like como, para mí fue like more slimy. If it makes any sense.
I mean, yo como taco de lengua, so I kind of know what you mean.
Dude.
What?
Those are good too.
No, just the way you said it. Just came out.
Sucio,
Ahora.
Ataca.
Como el perro.
¿Cómo es el perro? Have you heard that song?
No.
No? Dude, we'll show it to you later. That's just funny, way.
When you were doing in that world of cuando estabas todavía en esa vida bien metido, did you ever think of getting out young?
No.
Never crossed your head?
No.
Like, that's me full time, ride or die.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, there's no stopping it, you know?
Es como muchos dicen que the only way you get out is if you go to church or 6 feet under, ¿no?
Yeah, pero not really. I mean, cuando uno es como, I remember a homie una vez me dijo, you know, like, this is not a phase for me. Mm-hmm. This is my fucking life, you know?
That's dedication.
Y es como un güey ahorita quiere ser pinche y, oh, I want to be emo today. Y mañana quiero ser esto. I want to be a skater, you know? Those are phases in life. Y people that gangbang, no, like, that's what it is, you know? We don't, al día de mañana, you're still going to be the same person, you know? Maybe you do grow, pero ultimately, like, te quedas stuck. And you see that in prison a lot, where hay güeyes que están amargados, and it's not because son amargados, it's just because they grow up and they realize that, you know, the fucked up life that they chose, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, you're the same fucking individual that you were when you got jumped in at whatever young age, you know? Ya creciste, es como los que le dicen youngster, you know? Pinche viejillo cagado, you know? And it goes by youngster, you know? Mm-hmm. And, you know, you see it a lot, but it's just a way of, what you call it? Of, you could say, you grow and you realize, like, fuck what I do, you know?
You already hit that?
Yeah.
Is that was that during prison or after?
During prison.
During prison?
Yeah. Like, lo miras, because, and you know what? Something that you really don't talk about, maybe the machismo or the fucking, you don't want to look weak to somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Or even yourself, sometimes you don't want to accept it, pero si lo miras, you know? Or my mom, I don't know if I said it last time, where I didn't see her the whole time I was in prison. Only one time I seen her when I went back to court. Pero I would write her or talk to her on the phone. And sometimes, and majority of the time it was because I was asking her for either a package for de comida, clothes or whatever. Y una vez me acuerdo, you know, like, fuck. I wrote her and I told her, like, hey, I don't want nothing. I just want to let you know that I love you, you know? Like, when you come in fucking, when you come to realize that, you know, you're like, fuck you. Like, I got my mom, you got people that don't have their mom no more. And all you want to let them know is that, like, hey, I'm okay, you know? And you all those things you come to, you're going to have to come and cross those bridges when they get there. You know? You have to, you know? Y te tienes que amarrar un huevo and realize it, you know? or you could be a fucking idiot your whole life too, and not.
Not learn, not crecer, pues just
Yeah.
Yeah.
crecer en persona. Because everybody, even me at 33, I'm not the same as the one that's 27.
Yeah.
Like ya crecí, ya medio maduré. Because I do call out a lot, todavía me vale verga. But I think that's because I'm just stressed. Ya no quiero estar ahí. Pero that's another deal, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have to grow in life para mirar qué fuiste en el pasado.
Yeah.
You know, you will never move on from that.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. You have William, Manny, Ralas, Angel, then there's Linda. You have 4 brothers and 3 sisters. Do you believe you're the favorite, the mom?
I mean, I don't.
Be honest.
Everybody says it, and I know it. You know, que mi mom she gives me a little bit more effort, but I think it's because of the way my life turned out to be. You know, I think that's why it ain't so much because she loves you too. She loves Manny.
I never said that. I said if you're your favorite.
Pero I mean,
Like
de que me da
switching it
más.
up.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Probably, but it's just, I guess, because of the life that I've lived, Por eso.
I live to live.
Huh?
You never saw that on Instagram?
No.
I live to live.
No.
That's what with the Raleigh. It's okay, fool.
That's okay, man. Keep your cool.
There you go.
Ama. No, cierto. Do you wish you had her powers, America Chavez? If you didn't see her movie is she opens up portals to get into the next universe. Would you like to have that power to see what was a Fernie that never went that direction in his life?
You know what? As stupid as it sounds, no. Because, like, you could say, oh, well, let me just dream a little bit. Let me see what it would have been.
Yeah.
But why live that and why want that when that's never going to be, that's never going to happen? Like, this is what you're stuck with. This is, again, talking about reality.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Like, fuck fantasizing. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does.
No, sí, porque al último día, like, you don't want to see yourself in any other position. Like,
Yeah.
you already knew what you wanted to do. You went with it. Y sabes que, like, whatever, like, this is the consequence that I had to live with because this is what I ended up doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the only flaw with you thing is que America Chavez no existe in other universes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only flaw.
That's the only flaw about her, that she's the only America Chavez. There's many Doctor Stranges, many Captain Americas, but she's the only America Chavez.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
So,
And then what's fucked up about that is because she's actually Mexican, America Chavez, and her powers is to jump borders. So technically, she's a border jumper. So like, yeah, you give the wetback a fucking a racist power, no?
they probably did it on purpose. Way.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you want a Mexican superhero? Here you go, putos.
No,
I'm like, how come you couldn't be like the Blue Beetle? Y hacerlo así nomás mexicano y ya.
The blue
Nomás se le
beetle?
mete un pinche Beetle y ya. Nomás agarra poderes como de martial arts.
Oh, yeah, entendí. I'm like, wait, what do you mean?
No, yeah,
But
just...
it's weird though, because isn't a beetle originally originated from like Egypt and shit like that?
No, it's just an alien. So that's still racist, no? Because now you're calling that Mexican an alien.
No, mames. Yeah,
Always
no,
finding
sí,
a way.
sí. There's always gonna be someone with un poco picarle la verga.
Yeah, no, but I really like that character a lot, America Chavez. That's why I had to buy that that Funko Pop.
Who's the one that plays her?
I don't know her, but she's from East LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from East LA. Padres mexicanos y ella es chicana. ¿Cómo se llama? When she talked her Spanish in la movie, I was like, oh yeah, she's straight up chicana. You can tell that she was born with Mexican parents in her household, hablando español. So eso cuando dicen de los no sabo kids and all that, a lot of people tend to forget that either they didn't practice it at home, and that's because either the parents didn't speak Spanish a lot, or they were just never around because they were working. So the only ones I talk shit on now are the ones that are my age that had parents que no sabían inglés y que they were around. Those are the ones I fucking talk shit on.
Yeah.
Con mis hijos, I really don't because I speak English and their mom speaks English. So, técnicamente, ¿de dónde van a agarrar el español?
Yeah.
Y luego más si viven en una white town.
Yeah.
Or any, like, my friends, lo ha dicho siempre. My son's best friend is like fucking Kumar and Shakari and shit like that. I was like, ¿de dónde quieres aprender español si su best friend is Indian?
Yeah.
Or Pakistani and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Y nosotros, how we were raised, Santana, que tu best friends, viene del pinche del lado de México and you're telling them, oh, di fuck you. Y ahí va el pinche mexicanito, fuck you. ¿Qué es eso? Y le rayate la madre, güey.
That's true.
That's how we are. That's how Latinos are.
Yeah, ahí nos decimos las malas palabras primero. Como el vato que le dice, like, oh, di buenos días, me gusta la verga negra.
Oh, yeah.
Di buenos días, y el pinche güero, me gusta la verga negra. Y dice, no mames.
Lo hace el güey. Dicen, di 5 palabras en inglés. Y le hace el güey, le hace, fuck you, son of a bitch, motherfucker. Y empieza a puras bad words. Y dije, no mames.
Yeah.
O cuando le hace el otro güey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nah.
Oh, here you go, here's your money, because
Yeah, technically it's English.
it's English.
Y que si no, si se re... La pinche raza, güey, ¿cómo la hace?
Los deportan y ya van con su inglés para allá.
Oh, shit. Damn, bro, you've been coughing all night.
All 3 weeks. Have you watched the last fucking podcast, the last 3? I've been coughing a lot.
I feel like this one's been the worst. You don't have any cough drops, güey?
Ya me chingué como 2 baros de Robitussin. Damn. It's probably COVID.
Ya lo que iba a decir, güey, tienes COVID, güey.
Es que agarré la pinche vacuna
Ya valió verga conmigo, güey. Wow.
Agarré la vacuna de la vaccine. And I think that's what made it worse. Y ya me quedé con esa putada. Hasta who knows when. I think each vacuna is every 2 months, no? So maybe 6 months.
I don't know, dude.
You never got it? Pero eres manager, güey.
güey.
Chill.
Nah, just kidding. I only got the first 2. The only reason why I got the first 2 is because I was going to Hawaii, güey.
Oh, you needed to fly.
Yeah, no me dejaron. Oh, they didn't let me. They won't let you inside the island if you don't have your shots.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to Hawaii.
And he's not vaccinated?
No, but this is like during COVID.
Oh, like in the beginning of
Sí.
or during?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tú fuiste cuando había lumbre, ¿no?
Right. No, I went and then that happened. Then that happened.
And you've also been to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
So, por decirlo, tú como un gangbanger, someone that didn't graduate from high school. No, but you did, ¿no? You got your GD through the jail system. Pero es alguien que no se graduó de high school, pues, pero así regular. Someone who has a past in criminal. How does it feel that I think you are the first one out of the 7 que los graduamos de la high school, que según we have un récord limpio, que vaya a Hawaii y que vaya a Alaska?
How does it feel?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, it's cool. It's cool, but I mean, I really don't know. I understand how it is because it's ponen a pensar ustedes like, oh fuck, I haven't gone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like any other place.
Tú lo miras así como like es una playa y ya.
And no, I mean, when I was there and I seen it, it's like fuck, like I guess I'm here, you know. But it ain't something where pinche gente mamona, you know.
Así como este güey.
Yeah, like
A ver, ¿cómo fue tu reaction when you went to Hawaii? How many times have you gone?
where did you
Once.
Once.
I went to Honolulu.
go? Okay.
Oahu.
Okay.
Yeah, I landed on that island. I mean, for me, it was fun because I already had everything planned out, what I wanted to do. So,
Cuando dice pinche gente exagerada, ¿no crees?
I mean, I don't really interact with a lot of people. I just interacted with the people I see, like, wherever I went to. Like, let's say I went to the Dole Plantation.
Adult? Plantation?
No, Dole.
Oh.
Dole.
Dole.
El de pineapple.
Oh, de la pinche jugo.
Yeah, Dole. So that-
Este,
Yo
güey.
dije, dije, pinche plantation para morenos otra vez.
No mames. Y todo maníaco. Nah, I'll just go to Las Vegas. It's closer. Yeah, no, the Dole Plantation. So they have everything, puro pineapple. We had ice cream. There was a little train that would just take you around the plantation of how everything grows. And they have like a bunch of varieties. So it's like super cool. So you get to see the island. Luego ahí is 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So instead of being 9 in the morning, sería 7.
So yo que estoy acostumbrado a
6 in the
despertarme a las 8:45 or when my day off 12 o'clock, I'm waking up at 9.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. I got completely different. Yo también me quedé como, fuck, like, I think I overslept. Y ya cuando miré la hora, like, oh, shit, barely 8 in the morning.
You're like, nice.
Yeah, dude, like, it's completely weird.
And
But,
it's fucking summer all the time.
yeah, dude.
Oh, no hay frío? Really?
I mean, it'll get cold, but it's always like summertime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, well, except for the rainy season. Pero even that, like, como ahorita, there'll be the rainy season. Pero for the most part, like, chill, sunny, todo ese pedo.
Yeah.
Luego también we also went to, like, a wildlife. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You can see the turtles, those dolphins, todo ese pedo. Se miraba chingón todo eso. Luego, since I got a G-Fu, like, we literally drove around the whole island, way. Just, like, looking at different, como se llama, beaches and stuff like that. It was really nice. There's a lot more things I wanted to do, but at the same time, only went for a week. So, like, my shit was limited. So, I do want to go back. But a lot of the restaurants were really good. Like, I searched up a lot of, like, 5 stars. I got, like, this thing called a Moco Loco. She was pretty good.
Moco loco.
Yeah.
Is that an actual plate?
Yeah. So apparently it's a traditional plate. I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, I gotta try that shit.
So when you went to that restaurant, were there Mexicans in the back?
No. No. Which is interesting because the hotel we stayed at, we started talking to one of the meseros. It's like, oh, I recommend the burger, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, we'll take the burger, like, medium rare. And it's like, oh, where are you guys from? Like, oh, we're from California. Like, oh, where? It's like, oh, Santa Ana. And then he's like, oh, I'm from Long Beach. I'm like, a la verga. And so we just started chatting that up. It was like, oh, okay, like, what made you come out here? Like, oh, one of my friends, like, he moved out here and he told me, like, hey, bro, you should come live over here. Like, I could get you a job. Like, you know, it's super cool, super fun. He's like, dude, I always loved Hawaii. So it's like, when he told me that, like, shit, I'm on my way. And then ever since then, I've been living here. Like, oh, shit.
Fuck.
So, but the thing is, like, I know it's more expensive over there. So I don't know how much le están pagando, especially working at a hotel. Like, I feel like might be paying him well. But yeah. So it's interesting that people that like from California move to Hawaii because for the most part, what I hear, they move out to like Texas or Florida. Or
más barato.
areas. Yeah, because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, no, it's pretty fun. It's for the most part, like the people there are pretty chill. Yeah, definitely not over exaggerating because they're like, oh shit, like this is the best shit ever. No, but they do have it, like it's fun areas to go do their things. Yeah. Luego también I forgot what was Canoa Ranch, some shit like that. That's when I said they recorded a Jurassic Park. So you're able to like use an ATV or horses, whatever you wanna, like whatever tour you have. Ahí te dan, and they walk you through the whole area, dude. It's fucking nice.
¿Está también el pinche dinosaur?
They left some bones there.
Oh, they left some
bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that. Te enseñan y yeah, dude, looks fucking nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's just that's the island that I went to because the one that burned down was the main island, which is actually Hawaii. Because mira como son un couple.
Yeah.
So if you went to that one, then yeah, I don't know qué hay exactamente. I didn't do any research on that one.
No, just to Kona, which is the big island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that we went to.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of people go there just to hike the mountain.
Is it? Oh yeah, pues sí están. Yeah.
Es donde muchos van por esa razón, just to hike and just take pictures.
But it's cool though. It's cool.
You recommend it?
I mean, I recommend to go. It's like we went with Vanessa's brother.
Mm-hmm.
He lives out there, and we didn't get the tourist. How do you say?
The tourist tour?
Yeah, we got it from like somebody that lives there. You know?
Yeah.
So it was actually better than to be a fucking tourist.
Yeah.
Just walking around and.
They're taking you to places que ellos quieren, as opposed to they're like, no, I know the spot.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's how it was for us, you know. Same
Sí.
thing in Alaska, we went with one of our friends and her husband over there, and same thing, like we didn't go there así como like nomás de vacaciones, and we went with people that they know.
Y cuando estabas en Alaska, was it like deep in Alaska or like donde está todo pinche blanco con snow or?
No, Anchorage.
Anchorage? Which is the biggest city de ahí, ¿no?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is the biggest city.
Pero it was cool también.
The only reason I know más o menos de Alaska is because I watch Alaska State Troopers.
Okay.
¿Y cómo se llama? It's cops, pero en Alaska.
I know, but it's just funny, like that's the only reason why I know about it.
Yeah, because they were trying to like, right here, when we get in danger, your next backup can be 30 minutes away. And I was like, la verga, y están matando un moose. Dije, no mames. Yeah, it's funny because al último salía Alaska State Troopers always hiring. Y una vez le dije yo a esa man, I'm like, hey, like, should we move to Alaska? I'm like, I can apply as a state trooper. Van a pagar bien. No, pinche friazo. A Mexican's not supposed to be in the cold.
No nomás eso, creo que Alaska, they even pay you if you move
Yeah, they
out
do.
there.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, dude. Because, like, they need people to move up there. Like, the population is pretty low, so they need people to move
That's
up.
real shit.
That's cool. ¿Cuánto le pagarían, though?
I don't know, dude. I heard que they were paying good back then. Ahorita no sé cuánto es ahorita.
Because I know that, who was it? También se me hace que Arizona was offering homes if you moved. Pero like homes for you to live. So la renta está bien baratísima for like casas. So that's pretty cool, but
It's hot as fuck.
hard as fuck. Y es como le digo a todos, de que a veces te sirve moverte del estado if you're not going to get a good job and you're just going to end up with a minimum wage job. And then you're stuck in the same fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Muchos dicen, mine's para Texas. I'm like, what happens if you don't land a job that pays you good?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're just struggling in Texas now.
No, but I mean, in Texas, there's apartments too. So at least where our field, like, we could jump in something like that.
Oh, sí,
And
sí,
I
sí.
feel they'll pay
Pero
us,
when I was out there, no pagan igual.
yeah, but probably I feel like they pay good enough to kind of live in that
Sí.
standard.
So this is a problem. If you take California bills with you, what's a California bill? Tu carro. You know, you're paying like $500. You're taking in my case, the life insurance. You're taking like big bills that you're not gonna be able to change, because the one you're gonna be able to change is the insurance on your car. You can change that because now you're over there. You're gonna change your electric bill. Todo eso, sí. Pero los bills que estás comprando algo, that's never gonna change.
Yeah.
Just because you moved over there, hey, your couches are gonna be $70 a month or 100 or whatever if you have that. You know, so por eso digo yo, it all depends on your bills y qué es el dinero que vas a ganar. So if not, then what's the point of moving?
Yeah.
Dije, mejor struggle it out here. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Pay everything off, yeah, when you're done.
Uh-huh.
Fuck the most.
Otra question para Fernie. Were you against or for a reborn Christian? Like cuando te dijeron, hey, you know what, you're going to have to change, así. Were you like against it? Or you're like, you know, or did it just happen naturally where you're like, yeah, like it's time to change?
Like, when it happened to me,
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, like,
Because I remember you told us the story that cuando te habían cortado de la neck, that you were literally in the hospital. Y que you heard someone talking, un preacher o algo así, or I'm not sure if it was
that
a
was
song.
when I was in the medical module.
Ajá, y que dices que miraste como una white light, ¿no? Or because you're looking at the ceiling, so eran las luces.
Yeah.
Y que that you kept hearing that. So that was the moment.
Like, yeah, I mean, if I really think about it, that's when it was, you know, it was when I was most weakest. Yeah, like already with knowing, like, you know what, they don't want you, like, over there tampoco, you know. Might as well just like let it go and fucking and give God a try, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
And you haven't looked back.
No, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I ended up relapsing not too long ago, you know, but it's not something where I'm doing it. Y me pongo a pensar, like, damn, like, I've came a long ways to how I was, to how I am now, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and it goes back to when it's like me, I accepted, like, God in my heart, Jesus in my heart, but it doesn't stop me from being me, if it makes any sense.
Yeah, no.
You know, like, it's like, of course, I'm not out there, you know, looking to shoot somebody, or looking to, you know, gangbang on other people or stuff like that, or even promoting it, like trying to get somebody to join the neighborhood, like nothing like that, you know. But yeah, like, I'm still me, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I still know that it's like I said, you know, I messed up not too long ago, but in my heart, it's like I'm still thinking, I gotta go to church Sunday, you know. Maybe not this Sunday because I'm gonna work, but I still have to make time for that.
Sí, sí.
You know, like, I still gotta, like, just because, ¿cómo te diré? I'm not gonna forget about it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not something where they made me change. Like, el cambio vino solo, you know. Like, I guess that's the beauty of it. They dicen God is not like the devil is, you know. El devil viene y ese te lo va a quitar a huevo. God doesn't. God comes and knocks. You know,
And it's up to you to accept it.
yeah. Not like the devil, so he's gonna take that shit, you know.
Yeah.
God doesn't, you know. He comes whenever it is that you're ready, you know. That's why I'm a big believer in him, you know. Like, I believe in him big time, you know.
Some beautiful thoughts for people who need to hear them. So you said right now that you're relapsed, right?
Yeah.
Meaning that you were an addict once. Talk briefly at that, because I've heard stories that, como Kurt Angle. You know Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah,
Wrestling?
yeah.
How he was addicted to Vitakin. Y que dice que se chingaba primero, que empezó que con one pill first, because he has a broken neck. And then it went from 1 pill to 2 pills to 3 pills. Y dice que because that's one of the reasons why WWE released him, because he didn't want to go into, what is that place? Rehab. Y luego in TNA, that's where it just, dice que just like, oh, where he was taking like up to 7 or 8 pills just so that he can feel numb and go and wrestle.
Yeah.
Y dicen muchos que that time that he's actually talking about, that's where us as fans of wrestling loved him, because he was doing, se brincaba de la pinche cage. He would be running off the fucking ramp, but we didn't know that was a fucking Viking and todo drugged up.
Yeah.
So for us, we're like, yeah. In reality, this was dying inside. He being addicted to that shit. So, what kind of a, cuando eres tú en eso, I mean, I don't know how to ask this question, pero what would be the reason for it? Or like, ¿qué es lo que mirabas? Or when you were zoned out and all that shit, ¿qué sentías?
Like, como últimamente, like, I'll be like tired from work, like dealing with the kids, you know, seeing my wife get home, no communication, you know, shit like that, and it's like, fuck, like, you get frustrated, you know, when you're seeing it, like, sober, you know, and you're like, fuck, like, I could only take so much, you know, I could only take so much, so. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that's just an excuse to go get high. But it wasn't, you know, because at the end of it, like, I did it consciously. Like, you know what? I'm just going to numb it. Like, fuck it, you know? I'm going to numb it. And, you know, it ended up, like, backfiring, you know? Why? Because just things turned out to be not what I wanted. But I guess, you know, it turned out to be for the best, you know? Y al final de cuentas, I was just like, you know what, like I'm okay. Like, now I'm okay, you know, like, accepting it. Where if I wanted to get away from certain things, I did, you know. And it was just like, let me see if I could still catch that, you know. And yeah, I did, you know, pero.
So cuando you're talking about the relapse right now, right? So yo estoy hablando en el pasado. Cuando you used to do it, así que estabas bien adentro, like, ¿qué es lo que mirabas o qué es lo que te hace sentir when you're on that high?
So, say when you're doing it every day, it's true, you don't get high no more with just, let's just say, like, half a gram. You don't, now if you're doing it every day, it's going to take like at least maybe a little bit more than half a gram to get high. And that's not even getting high, that's just getting well. Pa' que no andes ahí todo valiendo like madre. Just to get well, in order for you to, like, be able to eat or something, it takes a certain amount of, a certain quantity, you know. Y luego ya de ahí, you do more to get high, you know. And, you know, you it's like the majority of the time that I was locked up, así me la pasé, you know. Like, getting high.
Inside. Oh shit.
You know, and it was just, it's just to numb it's not a pain. Maybe it's to numb the void, you know. Like,
in a way, you're escaping reality then.
There you go.
Okay.
You know, it's
crazy. It's crazy because you literally said earlier that you're so in tune with reality, just so that you would use that to escape reality.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It is crazy because at the end of the day, muchos dicen que el hombre, in reality, we suffer a lot. We just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y como se llama, so that's why there's a lot of men who commit suicide, or there's a lot of men that se pierden en el alcohol, se pierden las drogas, se pierde en gambling, en cigarros, because they're trying to find something where they can escape from.
Yeah.
Y como se llama is because we don't talk it. Y como se llama, that's a scary thought. I would never thought that. Because you watch a lot of Hollywood. In some movies, they show you like a little bit extra. Other movies, they just show you that you get high, but they don't explain qué es lo que realmente sientes.
Yeah.
Más que Criminal Minds, the TV show. The geeky one, the geek.
Yeah.
Él becomes a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Y como se llama, pero es because él mira a su mamá and all that shit. So they're showing you que es that. So that's what I was asking you, like, qué es lo que mirabas o qué es lo que te hacía sentir. So for you, it was like fill that void to basically escape reality.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, like I've never heard this first glance, you know.
Yeah.
¿Cómo te puedo decir to the next step of that? Was it hard to go like cold turkey? Así like to
I mean, it's always and ¿cómo se dice? Even to this day, you know, like when I miro a gente que está ahí toda prendida, valiendo madre, I tell them like fucking just do it. Like it's like when I decided to like leave it, it was right before the twins were born, and what you call it, like there's actually like medication, so when you're feeling like shit, you could take it and it te ayuda con todos los withdrawals and shit. And when I decided to do it, like yeah, that first day without it, it was fucking like hell, you know, like literally screaming into the fucking pillow, like shitting on yourself, all kinds of shit, you know. And but then by taking that medication, se llama Suboxone, fucking like the pain goes away, like actual pain from los calambres en la panza, like or the diarrhea coming out, like all that shit, it goes away. And you know, I told myself like I should have just done this shit fucking years ago, you know, because también vives con eso de que like fuck, I don't want to be getting high no more, you know. Like you hit a lot of drug addicts that say get high, they live with that. Like I don't want to do this shit no more, but yeah, they're stuck in that cycle,
Yeah.
you know. So that's why they're still there, because they haven't found the courage to be like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm gonna go get cleaned up, you know.
Yeah.
And the ones that do is because majority of the time they got support, you know. And if they don't got support, that means that for it has to be that bad motherfucker para que se pueda levantar por él mismo y que diga, you know what, I'm just gonna sober up, you know. I mean, to this day, I still gotta find that person that I still haven't found them, that que digan, yo lo hice por mí mismo, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people will say like, "Oh, I did it because of my son or because of my wife." Y todo ese pedo.
Que lo digan, I did it for me. I still haven't found them. You know, I still haven't found them, but
he's out there.
no, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like to everybody who's a drug addict, you know, like es lo que yo. That's why when I see them in the gas stations or on the street, and they come and ask me for a fucking, they're like, you got a quarter? It's like, really, you got for a fucking quarter? Like, here, a couple bucks, you know. Con $5 que les doy, oh, thank you. Or también tengo la maña de que, you know what, I didn't go to church this Sunday. Let me give this fucking lady at Starbucks $20. Hey, se quedan like, oh shit, $20, you know.
Yeah.
But it goes to show how the society we live in, like, pinche gente mierda, you know. Like, they can't give the next person like a couple bucks, you know, like, cause it's happened to me a lot to where I'm giving that amount, que $50, like si me ha salido que $20 every. I've done $20 like more than a handful of times, and people are like, oh shit, you know. También un guy que se quedó sin gas, like hey, he was asking for a couple dollars to fill up. Or help him fill up the gas tank. Ya me enseñó que si era true y todo. Y le llené el tanque, you know. No solo llené, I'm lying. Le puse como $40 and the fool was like, oh fuck, like thank you. And just not too long ago, yo me quedé sin gas coming from Moreno Valley. My bank card se hizo black. Y like, fuck, like I got the car. Like, no soy mal vestido. I got a brand new pair of shoes that I was telling people at the gas station, like, hey, give me what you want, you know, for them. I just fucking need to get Orange County. Y pinche gente mierda, you know, like, Like, no. Hey, like what kind of fucking world do we live in, you know?
In a shitty world. It's like, for instance, no hace poco, no. I actually mentioned it hace poco on the podcast, pero like a month back, we were at Super Antojitos, and someone paid for our whole meal, toda la comida. So I got up and tengo un channel on TikTok y en el Instagram, and I basically dije, thank you, whoever you were. I'm like, I didn't get to see you, pero gracias. You know, like, te lo agradecemos. And then someone decides to bash me on the comment section. Well, it's your time to fucking pay it forward. I was like, motherfucker, I go to Rosarito every month and I give food to the people, to the poor people. Every month, le llevamos comida y dinero.
Man.
I'm like, you're going to tell me what to do? I'm like, I'm just saying thank you. Estoy agradeciendo por lo que me hicieron. I've never felt that. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, y ese día decidí que mis niños iban a comprar su own little dish. So uno tenía que una torta, el otro tenía una burger. Que instead of chicken nuggets and all that, like they had real meals.
Yeah.
So yo sé que esa dinner iba a ser como de unos 140, 130. So for someone to pick up that tab was like truly, I was really appreciated. And I was like, shit. Y haz de cuenta que el vato nomás llegó y la apagó y dijo bye. Y como se llama, nunca los dio el tiempo de decirle gracias. So when you talk like, when you say like, there's a lot of people that are assholes, and y así es la vida. Like, unfortunately, we live in that kind of world that I don't think we're ever going to change that.
I know.
There's a lot of selfish people out there, with la mera neta. Como yo también, like, that's one thing my dad always showed me ever since I was a kid. Like, I have a core memory too, bro, where me and my dad, like, we broke down. We were, like, crying in the car because we saw, like, this guy was super skinny. I was, like, maybe 10, dude. And I told him, like, hey, Dad, can we buy him a pizza? He was like, yeah, we could buy him one. Yeah, we both just started crying. Fuck. Es que sí, güey, la mera neta. Like, there's people out there suffering. Dude, $5, $20, like, ¿qué nos cuesta?
Yeah.
Nothing, bro. No nos cuesta nada, dude. So, I do that once in cuando. Like, I'll see some people out, like, even when I see, like, people with kids, like, oh, we want something to eat. And sometimes I won't even give them the money. It's like, hey, come inside. Like, I don't have cash on me, but let's go inside and I'll buy you the food myself because I don't have cash. And I'll just pay for you guys. And yeah, dude, like, it's not much. Like, no nos cuesta nada, bro.
Yeah.
We're always spending money on lo pendejo también nosotros. Like, there's always, like, same thing like you were saying. Like, there's people that spend money on lo pendejo on weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's another $20 just to buy someone food? Like, no, like, no te cuesta, yeah, dude.
It's like,
Yeah.
Estamos una vez en Rosarito Beach. We were at a Pollo Ácil, a little chicken place como Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
Y we saw this lady con sus dos hijos, and she was literally splitting una thigh between all three, una soda y un vasito de arroz. And then someone told me, Ira. And I was like, let's buy her something, no? So we literally bought her half a chicken. Dije, that should be enough for them three. Con su soda y arroz. Y le dije, don't, just nomás llévensela. You don't have to say anything. He's like, no, pues para que les dé las gracias. Y dile que don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Y ya cuando se puso bien feliz, se puso a lagrimar y todo. I'm like, sometimes we do shit out of the heart. Cuando se puede.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, tampoco we're not going to get it out of way if we don't have it. You know? Ya sé que later on dicen muchos, te los van a agradecer Dios. Y a mí ya me tocaron pagar todo eso. And I was like, I guess it's true. It'll come one day, but it will come back to you. Because of all that good deeds and shit. But unfortunately, yeah, we live in a shitty world where there's people like that. Y que se vayan a la chingada, esa gente.
Ahorita que estaba diciendo que it'll come to us, I did hear a saying así que, like, it doesn't matter how many times you pray to God. The thing about God is que Él, if He's going to give you something, He's going to give it to you in the right moment. No te lo da right away. So the thing is, if you keep on praying, don't lose hope. Because at the end of the day, He's going to give it to you when it's the time. Because when you need it the most is when He's going to show up and like, hey, ¿sabes qué? Remember you did this? Or not even remember, but like, I know you did this. Ahí te va esto. You know, aprécialo. So that's the thing. So
Como en tu caso. This is que God comes and knocks. How many times do you think in your life of that world que el diablo te tenía de las chains? ¿Cuántas veces tú piensas que llegó God to knock at your door? If you can say, I felt His presence this much.
Fuck, I haven't even thought of that.
No, nunca se te vino así.
I don't think he had. I mean, because you could say, oh well, my dad took you to church, pero nah, like
Because you see it naturally, right? Tú dices naturally, porque por decirlo in a way, there's a joke that goes like this. There's a river that's going, ¿verdad? Se está hundiendo. Llega un vato caminando, véngase conmigo que están, hay the rescue boats en allá. Dice el guy, no, it's okay. God is going to send me help. Llega el second guy, ya está la water rising, it's to his waist. Llega un guy in a little boat. Digo, hey, come with me, súbete. Digo, para que lo vayamos al next town. I said, no, it's okay. God will send me help. Ya la pinche water está to the neck. Llega un bigger boat. I said, get on. I said, we can help you. I said, no, God's going to send me help. Se sube la water, he dies, goes to heaven. Y lo le dice, no, blah, blah, blah. Le dice, God, I have a question for you. Digo, I know I'm in heaven and I'm grateful because I'm in heaven. But how come you didn't save me? Digo, what are you talking about? Digo, I sent you help 3 times. Digo, you didn't get on, you didn't extend your arm.
Yeah.
Digo, so that's on you. Y so, por eso, you might see it, oh, our daddy used to take me, but technically that's, in a way, that's like the first knock.
Yeah.
So, por decirlo como otra knock sería que maybe llegó un pastor a tu cell. Te quiso hablar y lo mandaste a la verga. That can be another knock.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just never really thought of it, you know. Honestly, like the way that I am, I think I had to live through what I lived in order for me to be me, you know. Like,
Definitely.
like you have to fucking go through. Like, I believe in that. I believe that in order for you to be, let's just say this. I got my boys, my kids, right? Que son todos los chiquitos. And I think about them, and it's just like, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna let somebody else come and fucking, you know, like be their dad. Like, I can't, no matter what. Like, I think I came a long ways for me to fucking let that go, you know? And now I know, like, the simple hecho que, like, my twins, like, I've been the one that's been with them, like, not compared to my other kids, those are the ones que I've actually learned how to be a dad to, you know? And yeah, you know, it like, no matter what, you know, like I've went through what I went through in order for those kids to fucking learn from me, you know? Like, if that makes any sense. So if I say, si me hubiera comportado back then when my dad was taking us to church and shit, and I would have caught it then, shit, that at that time I wouldn't have gone through the shit that I went through throughout my life, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah, I wouldn't be able to fucking answer certain questions or tell them certain things, you know?
Es por decirlo, tú viviste esta vida, so it's easy for you to express like, hey, you want this life? Look at me.
Yeah.
So it's easier for you to do that. Es como cuando yo te uso a ti como example. I'm like, cuando me están regañando los kids, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm like, what, you want to be a little cholo? I'm like, you want to talk to your tío? I'm like, he can tell you his whole life about that shit. I'm like, do you want to hear it or not? That's on you. I'm like, es como en todas las familias siempre dicen, hay un tío que es el cholo. I'm like, yo tengo el brother que es el cholo, so es el tío cholo, you know?
Yeah.
So I use that as an example, like, oh, do this como yo. I told you, Manny, I told you in the podcast, I said it in New Year's y todo, cuando te diga a ti, I'm like, if it wasn't for Manny's fuck up or your fuck up, it could have been me.
Yeah.
I'm like, and that's where that learning process. I'm like, I was old enough to understand. I'm like, that's not the way that I want. Move away from the bullshit.
Yeah.
Pero if you don't get to see it, you never know.
Yeah.
Es como una blind spot. Like, you don't know what's right, you don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you could only live like, es como tú dices, it's true. You have to live that life to understand what's going on.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know if I told you guys, but he has twins. I have twins, and William has twins.
Yeah, right now when you said twins, like, damn, that shit runs in your family.
Yeah. Y como se llama mi primo hermano, he has twins.
Damn.
So there's, yes.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's 4 sets of twins.
That shit runs in your guys' DNA.
Yeah, but for sure, así de hermanos, twins. That was the first one, then William, and then Fernie.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's going to skip a generation, because I know like a lot of things like that skip a generation. So your kids are not going to have kids, but probably your grandkids might.
My grandkids.
Yeah. They might
No,
have twins.
my great.
No way.
My kids. My grand, no. Oh,
Grandkids.
no, because they're skipping a generation.
That's why your kids, so your grandkids would have.
Oh, pardon, yeah, my bad. Sí, sí.
Yeah,
So my
that's
great grandchildren can be twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Good thing I don't have shit in my family. I don't want to be the first. That's what I'm knocking for. I ain't trying to have twins. If I have twins, ya me corto los huevos.
There's a position to it.
Well, let me know so I won't do it.
Ella te tiene que cargar.
That's not happening. So I'm good. I'm good. Fucking guy. Oh, shit.
Talk about that. How was it having twins when you're like, por decirlo, you were in prison when you heard I had twins. You were still in prison when William had his twins.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you heard the news, you're having twins, how did it feel?
Like, honestly, not that I knew that we were going to have them, pero okay, la pinche Vanessa always like, oh, I want twins. And that's why I call her, like, I've said it before, like, she's a fucking witch, you know? Because she fucking dice algo and it happens.
If it happens.
And when she told me that we were going to have twins, it wasn't even like a surprise. It was just more of a fuck. Like, she knew we were going to have twins.
Yeah.
Pero you're saying, like, what did it feel like?
Uh-huh.
Like, no, honestly, I didn't really trip on it. Like, not until I seen them. You know, not until I seen them. I knew they were there because of las pictures ¿cómo se llaman?
Oh, los ultrasounds?
Ultrasounds. Because of that, like, knowing that they're there because of the belly. Pero hasta que los miras, you're like, fuck, there's two of them, you know? Like, and even till now, like, I trip out on them, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's not just one, you know, it's two. That's why I when I see the twins también, like, I trip out on them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, no nomás es uno.
It's like, yo puse en Facebook, only real men make twins.
No, man.
Cuando supe que eran twins, le puse yo así mi tagline, only real men make twins.
No,
Al año me llama mi primo. Güey, ya soy real man. I'm like, what? Who's a real man? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, remember that you put real men make twins? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Y las dice, yeah, güey. Y luego también me dice William, oh, I guess I'm a real man too. I'm like, no, man, what the fuck? Why you guys copying me?
Yeah.
Y luego sale Fernando like, come on, what the fuck? And él no me dijo eso, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess mine are not the most unique.
Yeah. Just told William, like, you're not a man, fool.
It's like, for instance, it's my last name is like Collazo. Collazo. There's only two. Oh, so todos mis collazos primos son mexicanos. All of them.
Okay.
There's only two American collazos. That's me and William. De allí no hay más collazos. Mis otros cousins son por la mamá. Brothers con mi dad. Y son sisters de mi dad. ¿Y cómo se llama? So, technically the 6 collazos, so son 2 brothers y luego son sets of twins. Porque he's from a different dad, pero él es cosa, pero even though we're blood, son mis sobrinos y todo, but like the 6 collazos, esos son 2 brothers y luego los twins. And there's no more collazo boys after that. Because William's not having more kids. I'm not having more kids.
¿Cómo que no?
Yeah.
You're gonna slip up.
Who knows? No es cierto. No.
Y el último, pum, again.
No es cierto.
Ya quieren pum, again, va a ser 2 boys, güey.
Nah, chales. No more twins. I'm too old for kids. I don't know. No es cierto.
Like, you just had one, güey.
I'm done. There's a certain age where you know that, yeah. Yo sabía que having this last one, I was like, I don't even think I can be a good dad de mantener una chiquita, un bebé. So I knew my limit, and I knew that I pushed it, and I'm having a hard time with it. Pero that's because también pues yo tengo la experience. Maybe tú, if you're my age, it's your first one, so it's different.
Yeah.
He's older than me, so his experience is different.
Yeah.
So like for him, he's excited. Yo para mí, I'm like, fuck, I already went through this shit.
Like, I don't want
just
to do
go
this shit
through
no
this
more.
shit again.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's a fucking not a roadblock, but it's a roller coaster.
Go get that surgery, güey, the one that has like the little button on your nutsack. Pa' que pagues esa madre, pa' que no salga nada. Have you seen that?
Turn it off.
Yeah, no, just be like, hey, Alexa, turn
No
off my
mames,
bowels.
what the- Hey, Alexa, no mames.
Turn off my bowels.
En serio, así.
That shit's funny though. Ahorita aprender. Balls turning off.
Fuck, I forgot where I saw it, but they were gonna like start doing that surgery where like
Like an on and off switch.
yeah, on and off switch.
That's gonna be some fucking
I'm
nanotechnology.
like, no mames, yeah. Yeah, when you feel like you're nutting, nomás te va a tapar el pinche hoyo. Vas a estar...
Porque I know that there's two. No, I think it's reversible regardless. Pero it's free. From what I understand, I think there's one that is free, pero te lo cortan forever. So you can't do nothing about it. And then there's the one that's reversible, but it's expensive because it's reversible. So when you get it the first time, like when you cut it, it's cheap. To reverse it is expensive.
Yeah.
Como we don't want you to have more kids, fool. You already have 5. No, no, cierto.
Ya, ahí quédate, güey, te quedas.
Quédate. You don't really drink. But if you were to drink, what's your beer?
Corona or Modelo.
¿Cuál prefieres de las dos?
Modelo.
Fucking Modelo time, fool.
All the time. So, ¿cómo se llama? So it was Modelo, tacos de chicharrón. I think you said your favorite movie was Menace to Society? The gangster. Me acuerdo que, or was it Colors?
A Bronx too.
Oh, Bronx still, right? Okay, Bronx still, that's right.
And like Colors.
The Colors. If you can choose a science fiction movie, I know that you say you hate them, but if you can choose one, what would be your favorite science fiction movie?
Terminator.
Oh,
Okay,
one or two?
Two.
Two, yes.
Judgment
That's a good
Day.
one.
Judgment
Yeah.
Day. Cuando brinca de la moto.
Yeah. That shit's bad.
Why'd you look like that?
Because I think he's biting his lip. No, mames, acuérdate todo. No, that scene is fucking sexy. Because it's an actual stunt.
I know, but it's just funny how you're like,
Pues, te me imaginé. It's a sexy scene. You know, when you watch good movies, in a serie, like, nothing can beat that.
Ay, beat what?
That scene.
Okay. It's like, hold on. What you mean about that?
You said favorite rapper was Tupac, no? Okay. So, what's your favorite Tupac song?
Oh.
Let me take a wild guess. Ambitious as a writer.
Nah.
Okay, no.
No.
You want to take
Mama?
a one? Dear Mama?
Nah.
Okay, no.
La de, ¿cómo se dice? There's this one que la de, ¿cómo se llama? Until the End of Time.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that one.
No, yeah.
¿Cómo va?
Fucking the chorus, take these broken wings and until the end of time. No?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It does sound familiar. Ahorita que empezaste así, con el little chorus, it sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever looked and searched that song, but I'm pretty sure it came out in my randomizer one time, the Tupac. Because it sounded familiar. I'm just surprised that you went so deep, like that side of it. I'm like, you didn't even go for his popular shit.
No, it's pretty known, la de él.
See?
Yeah, but it's cool. It's like that song was an actual song, and then he did like a remix.
Okay. There's for Tupac, it's always a mixture of three, and it just depends how I'm feeling. It's either changes, keep your head up, y la de smile. So it's a hard time for me to choose one of my favorite songs. But I guess if I had to choose like something impactful for me, it's probably changes, because that's it. When I tell people about like, porque Tupac is the greatest, I'm like, because that song still resonates to this fucking day. I'm like, yes, he's probably talking about blacks and all that, but you can use it as a minority.
Yeah.
You know, that's not worry. We are the minority.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you can still use that shit and have it here. That's why cuando people hablan, I'm like, that song is not old.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it's still hitting to this day, I'm like, lo único que yo he visto que cambió cuando dicen we still haven't seen a black president, which we already saw. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm like, de todo lo demás todavía existe.
Yeah.
I'm like, y es como tú dices, qué tipo de gente, qué gente de mierda vive aquí en este mundo. I'm like, literally, this was said in 1996
Yeah.
or before that, because he died.
1996.
Y luego, favorite actor.
Fuck. Pinche Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey? Okay.
I thought you were gonna say Tom Hanks.
Oh,
I don't know why. I don't know why.
You know, yeah. I guess Tom Hanks también. Pero Jim Carrey though, like that was just classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fool.
So which movie did you like the most about him?
The Jim
The Jim?
Carrey?
Yeah.
The Mask.
The Mask? Okay.
That
That's a
shit
good
bad.
one. That's a good one. Yeah.
I told one of my kids, al Jadis, and le digo, because he used to like The Incredible Hulk. Yo le digo que, like, look, that's the Incredible Hulk. When I meet Mavs, that was like, no, that's not the Incredible Hulk, you know?
Like, yeah, this is when he was a teenager, right?
Yeah.
That's when he's an adult.
Pero no se la cree el güey, nada pendejo. Yeah.
Nah, nah. All
Yeah,
right.
Tom Hanks is a good actor, too.
You know what's funny? Like I know that Tom Hanks is probably one of the greatest actors out there. I don't have him in my top 5 favorites porque yo soy mostly the action. But if I make a list of my top 5 movies, 3 of them are from Tom Hanks, and they are in my top 5, which is fucking crazy. It's just that. Y luego si te vas de animation, his movie Toy Story makes it in not even my top 5 the movies, the cartoon, and I think Toy Story. I'm not sure if Toy Story makes it all the way to the top 10, but that's another Tom Hanks movie.
Toy Story.
Yeah, because he's Woody.
Yeah.
Y como se llama, so yo cuando miro eso, I'm like, how the fuck do I not have this one? Like, I love his movies. Don't get me wrong. When I watch it, I'm like, I'm in there, but I just he's not in my. You don't know.
Fondo. But the thing is, like Tom Hanks, like you say, he's a really good actor, though. But I feel like he's not in too many movies. Like I feel like he selects the movies that he wants to come out in, where he feels like he's gonna fit a good role. But if you notice, like he's not in a lot of movies.
He's in a lot of movies.
¿Verdad?
No, not as much as other actors. Como tú estabas diciendo que
he's-
action y todo ese pedo. Like,
Okay,
his
sí.
movies are not like action wise. His is more. ¿Cómo te digo?
I would say this, and I'm gonna put it this way, because I'm in the movie world, ¿verdad? Tom Hanks is in a lot of movies, but because his roles are selective, you don't see his movies as often. So he literally brings out probably like 2 movies per year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that much. Pero because they're not action, you're like, oh, I'm gonna skip it. Como tú que no miras tantas movies.
I don't even see movies in general.
Yeah, so you don't watch movies. So let's say you just go to the cine, but you're gonna watch either a romantic with your girlfriend, or if you're with your friends, you're gonna see an action movie. So you're not gonna really like, miras ahí que dice Tom Hanks, Captain Phillips. You're like, well, I don't want to see no fucking Captain Phillips, even though it's a good movie. You wouldn't care about it. That's what I'm saying. Like Tom Hanks has a lot of movies, but they're so selective on drama that you're like, you kind of don't care for it.
Yeah.
Like, look at me, I'm the captain.
No, like Captain Phillips, you should watch out. You're gonna like it. There's a terrorist. No, not the terrorism. The pirates. No, the pirates.
That's it, no? Like, look at me, I'm the captain now.
Oh, sí, my bad. Yes,
Like, I literally
yes.
just said it, bro.
My bad. I se me fue la onda. That movie was badass. I like that movie.
I saw a bit of it. Cause was it on Netflix, no?
For a while.
Okay. My mom was watching. I just like walked in and I was like I saw a piece of it. Like, oh shit, it's a pretty interesting movie. Then I walked out.
No.
I thought they said that shit didn't even happen like that.
No, so they took liberties.
Yeah.
A lot of liberties. From what I heard, they took a lot of liberties. But that's not Tom Hanks' fault. That's the writers. That's on the writer, and he did his part. Sas.
Yeah. But like, ahorita que estaba diciendo que didn't really happen. ¿Cómo se llama el Michael Orr? El de The Blind Side, que apparently that shit was fake. Did you see that
También. Dicen que que no era así. Que la familia literally... La white family literally, like, no era como lo hacen mirar en la movie.
shit? Yeah.
Y que technically the familia was the one that wanted that movie to be made. So he didn't even say, like, go the green light.
Yeah.
So it was, like, against his wishes in a way.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
But, I mean, si te pagaron and you didn't say shit, why are you saying shit now?
Yeah.
I mean, you should have done it and no. That's nothing like my life.
Yeah.
He should have come on, like, no agarras el check and just fucking talk shit.
Yeah.
Es como dice Cat Williams, it's against my character. That's what, pero agarras el check y you're like, fuck, se te acaba, ya, hey, yo, what the fuck, eso agarraron más.
Like, it should have been more.
Going back to rappers and movies. Favorite rapper turned actor?
Rapper turned actor.
Okay, you're like, is this rapper, I gotta see his movie, and I don't give a shit if he sucks.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna take away Ice Cube because I feel like that's the easiest one.
Yeah.
I have to remove Ice Cube from that shit.
DMX.
DMX. That would have been my second choice.
DMX.
Fuck, ¿cómo se llama el otro, güey? El Red Dog or whatever the fuck his name was?
Method Man? Redman?
Redman. Yeah.
Porque salió en Chucky.
No, but that fool makes a lot of funny scenes como la de Haunted House.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, there's a ghost and he's like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, no, mames.
Method Man?
El Redman?
Yeah,
Is it
Redman.
Method Man or Red?
I think it's Redman.
Redman is
Yeah.
a funnier one. Method Man es el que habla más así como con a deeper voice.
Yeah, no.
What up, dog? Así.
Yeah, no, Redman. That fool's funny as fuck, güey. He gets like small scenes, but he makes it
They're
funny.
pretty funny,
Yeah.
yeah.
También then Chucky's like, oh, I'm pregnant. It's like, congratulations. Like it's not like it can't be me. Like I got a vasectomy before it came here. Like it's not my kid. Like me.
Culero, ¿no? Y luego, ¿quién es el? I think Snoop Dogg's okay. I like him in Baby Boy.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was playing like himself in a way, like un
Yeah.
character that he probably was as a gangbanger, maybe. Do you think he was a real gangbanger?
I mean,
Or do you think he was a plant?
a plant.
Que lo pusieron así como like to make big and famous and he was a gangster rapper.
I mean, muchos de esos güeyes, like, how can, como dice Snoop Dogg, right? Yo no digo que no estuviera, that he didn't live that lifestyle for a little bit, but if you really think of it, majority of his life, that fool was been fucking famous.
Yes.
You know, so was he really gangbanging out there?
Y es lo que estaba diciendo, because even cuando la canción Deep Cover, dicen muchos, if you pay attention, because Snoop was not a rapper yet, he's looking down on the camera, porque he's shy, he's camera shy, but he's just rapping. When he's rapping, he's like this, y nunca mira. So I'm like, so wait a minute, según he's 2021 around that era. I'm like, and then his career takes off. I'm like, so were you gangbanging at 14? And then 7 years of gangbanging? And then you became a rapper big? Digo, porque se me hace muy raro cuando miras así. I know that they start young. I know that. Like, porque I've heard stories. I used to watch that fucking Gangland, el TV show. Y como si miro muchos que empiezan young. Oh, I started banging at 12 years old. Started banging at 11. Pero you look at Snoop, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think he started young. No se mira. Like, no, like you don't look beat up. You look too clean.
Yeah.
Like,
No, for
no,
real.
pues, like,
Yeah.
we grew up with friends who were in
Yeah.
that shit. Y si miras como se miran ya
Sí, yo sé,
rugged.
pero it's just funny. It's like you look too clean. Like no manches.
Look at Ice Cube. Ice Cube has never said he's a gangbanger, but he kicked it with gangbangers.
Yeah.
Y ese güey would write and all that shit. That's why I kind of hated la movie de NWA that they didn't they didn't show that he went to college and he got a fucking English degree. I was like, fool, you got a degree for writing and you're a fucking cholo? I'm like, I never heard of a cholo that goes to college.
¿Serio?
Yeah, so I was like, that's what makes it funny. I'm like, pero como Dr. Dre, que they make him seem like this bad mother. I'm like, you ain't do shit, fool. I'm like, I know you're from Inglewood and Compton, but fool, like, you're not like that. Cuando conocí a Warren G, se miraba bien soft también.
También.
Tall motherfucker, pero se miraba así muy... But then again, you're meeting him at a restaurant, so... Obviously, they're not going to act like big gangbangers and shit like that. Pero yo sí me quedé shocked. How tall is Snoop Dogg? Porque en los videos, Snoop Dogg is way taller than Warren G. Y cuando mira a Warren G, like maybe this tall. Parado, ¿verdad? Parado. So lo estoy mirando así. Y le pedí su debit card. Well,
So debit card, damn,
he
bro.
paid, y mira que decía Warren Griffin. And I was like, that's gotta be Warren G. Y ya que le pido la ID, I'm like, oh, I need to match the IDs with the card. Puro pedo, I just want, y decía ahí Warren Griffin, mira la cara, I'm like, y le dije, by any chance you're Warren G? Y le hace, yeah, that's me. Yeah, dude, I love your music, man. Yeah, I really love your music. Le hace, what, Regulators? I'm like, get you down. Le hace, that wasn't even a big hit. I'm like, well, that's because I love your music. They get Pioneer speakers. Le hace, it's not even called like that, but I call it Pioneer. Y se empieza a reír, le hace, oh, cool. No worries, man, no worries. Y ¿cómo se llama la de Pioneer speakers? La de this DJ. Y yo siempre pensaba que sea Pioneer speakers. Because dice ahí, Pioneer speakers.
No,
That's
sí.
funny. But it's funny about it, Dr. Dre, because even on one of the songs there, Eazy-E's like, oh, fucking, ¿cómo dice? Dr. Dre actually wearing a dress with these nice boots, no sé qué pedo. Fuck, ¿cómo se llama?
Were Dr. Dre's talking shit on Easy or al revés?
No, Eazy talking shit on Dr. Dre, calling him soft, no sé pedo. I forgot.
Que wearing silk boots and no sé qué madres.
Yeah.
Real motherfucking
Right.
Ese mero, yeah.
That's why when people say like, oh, what's the best this song ever y todo eso, I'm like, I don't understand why real motherfucking Jesus is not up there. I'm like, this fool's bringing facts to a fight.
Yeah.
Dije, pero because I guess the beat or he had a ghostwriter and shit like that, that's why they don't want to give it to him. I'm like, but whoever wrote that shit, it's still facts.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's just rapping it. Someone else is writing. It's on, I don't know. I feel like it should have been up there.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gave you a little random episode tonight. De pendejada y media. A little bit of, you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
You do?
Hell yeah.
Did you see ghosts in prison?
You know what? Not in prison.
No.
No.
Really?
In prison? No, not in prison.
You didn't feel never like a presence in prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you feel like, you know, pero de que haya mirado así, no.
So, si yo que siento mucho las presencias así de like spirits and all that. Si yo voy un día en prison, así que está empty, you think I'll feel them right away? Así in the
Yeah.
darkness, oscuridad?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even in the darkness or nothing. It's just se siente. It's like there's different levels of prison. I told you before, but yeah, prison is prison, man. You know, so like you could fucking feel the. It's like you could feel the tension. You could feel the fucking.
Es como yo, que te digo que siento eso, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
I literally can be next to the Santa Ana River, el río acá por la 17, y yo siempre siento negative presence. Y muchos dicen, pero ¿cómo? Dije, drugs, rapes, suicides, kills, dead bodies.
Yeah.
Dije, eso todo eso es una presencia que se queda todo en ese desmadre. Dije, es negativity. Dije, I feel the presence. Dije, I feel something's always lurking around that. Y son shadowy figures. You know, like, no los miro, pero los siento because I live that realm. Y there's a reason why if I ever go to San Francisco, I would visit Alcatraz. Nigga, just for history y just to fuck around and feel them. In a way. Like,
Hey, yo.
in a weird
Hey, yo.
way.
Pause.
I'm like, whoa.
You gotta clench it up, fool. Hey, ahí no se metan. Okay. Yeah.
Yo me acuerdo de una story que me contó mi mom de ti. Que de un balloon. Que all of a sudden these fools were like chilling. I don't know who you're with, pero estaban tomando. Y además de repente llegó un balloon y que se puso así en el medio al lado de ustedes. And you guys recorded it. Y me enseñó el video ahí. Y está el pinche balloon right there.
Oh, shit.
Dicen que just a random balloon llegó y se puso en el medio de los tres.
Ay, güey.
Y que se escucha como dicen eso. Oh, si está alguien aquí, o I don't remember, digo, move a little bit to the left. Y el pinche balloon se iba así.
Yeah.
Y ya más se mira cómo se juntan los tres así como para atrás. And they're still recording, pero con miedo.
Yeah.
Y ya nomás solo va a ser en el pinche balloon. Se va como si ya pierde gravity. Agarra como su
El
helium
helium,
para atrás.
yeah.
Y se va para arriba.
Oh, shit.
Pero sí, mira cuando miré el video cómo llega así.
Damn.
I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, that shit's real.
One of the fallen homies came to visit us with some
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
That shit's real, man.
And it is. Final thoughts, caballito.
Damn, I don't know. We were all over the place. Pero, ¿sabes qué? Cuídense. Jesus is with you guys. You know, start off the year right. Start off the year with the right foot. You know, you do good things are going to come back. You know, just don't expect to happen right away. Like, it'll come on its own time. Jesus will give it to you when you need it the most. So, you know, don't lose faith. Keep moving forward. Y aquí siempre andamos, you know?
Yeah.
Fernie, final thoughts?
Just stay motivated. Stay motivated. Keep on pursuing, you know, keep on pursuing the wants in your life, you know? Like, whoever is around you, that's who you got to take care of, you know? Y al final de cuentas, like, stay positive, man. Stay positive and, you know, be that go-getter no matter what. Get yourself up and dust yourself off and keep on pushing for a better tomorrow.
There you go.
Like that.
And if there's a guy out there who, like Fernando said, que cambió por su mismo, put it in the comments so that maybe you guys can meet up and eat some tacos de chicharrón
Yeah.
with a modelo. Because he
Yeah.
wants to know someone that did it for themselves and not for something or for someone.
Yeah.
There is a quote that I wanted to tat that you were going to do, which kind of relies on that, and I'm probably going to use that one as a quote. Let me see if I can find it. Para que lo lea bien. Pero this was going to supposedly tat me. And I was like, fuck it. Le enseñé el design, la picture que quería, un sol. Y I want some pine cones on the side. It's going to be on my thigh going down. Y en el sol, haz de cuenta que iba on a little road. Y van a estar mis 3 kids walking towards the sunset. Y en a sunset, iba a estar ahí written. The reason I didn't do
the tat, because this fool was fucking drunk as fuck. Y ahí tenía esas cosas. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna. No, por los piquetes del tattoo, güey.
El modo que te moviste, güey, si no se mueve así de feo, güey.
No, well, I don't know. ¿Qué tal si picaba muy hard la aguja?
The homies like, no te muevas.
Okay. Aquí va. La quote is that I was gonna... Oh, actually, Martin Luther King. Really? Okay, I guess Martin Luther King Jr. said this, and I did not even know. No one really knows what they are alive for until they know what they will die for. You changed your life because you said, oh, voy a hacerlo por mis hijos. Y cambiaste tu vida. So in a way, now you know that what you're basically, lo que dice la quote, no one really knows what you're alive for, so you didn't know what you were alive for. Ya miraste tus kids, now you know what you will die for.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that one resonates with me deep. I never knew it was Martin Luther King. I just read it one time. So haz de cuenta que así. It was at a little road, mis twins, mis kids. At that time it was just 3. Pine cones. Y luego en el sunset es donde iba a estar esa written. It was going to be on my leg. Y now I don't even like tattoos anymore. Because iba a tener que poner 2 babies crawling on the back now.
Yeah. Or just put them right next to them.
Right next to them, así agarrados de la mano.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have fat legs for that, so...
Nah.
But anyways, people... Oh, I didn't even say my final thoughts. I read the quote first. Anyways, basically, that's my final thoughts. Que le echen ganas. Sepan. Querer. Be better humans. How we're talking that there's so many people, shitty people out there. Hope you guys liked a little bit of Gangsterland, but with more Christianity, cómo regresó, cómo está esta vida, sus niños, que también tiene gemelos, his movies, Jim Carrey, I wasn't expecting that. Tupac, ¿y cómo dices que la canción era?
Until the end of time.
Until the end of time. It's crazy because I literally read a quote kind of like that, until the end of time. I will listen to it because it did sound familiar. Other than that, people, you guys have a good night.
Good night. Se bañan.
Keep your cool. Bien murido.